What's going on, everybody? OCTV. It's Morgan. Yeah. So, as we know, the presidential debate just went by last night. Anybody watch that? No? It's like on every TV station. Yep. News everywhere, unlike our stimulus check, and bailing us the fuck out of this debacle, but okay. So, before I get into it, this is what we got as a country right now. This is what we got. I'm just going to tell you. We all know, but I just have to let you guys know again. We have Trump, Pence. And I swear to God, I think that I'm going to get to Trump, man. But Pence, I'm pretty sure you're a good guy. But you respond to questions like the motherfucker Bishop from Aliens. That's your personality. A fucking android. And why you always gotta have your wife go with you everywhere? Kind of weird. Have you done something in the past that only you two know about? Anyway. Then we got freaking Rip Van Winkle, Joe Biden. Just shake his hand. Don't have your kids around. Make sure you go by yourself. Not saying anything about him or he does anything, but he's a little too touchy-feely for my taste. And then we got Kamala Harris. Oh, Jesus Christ. How do you say her name? Fucking Koala Bear Harris. That's going to be my name for her. Because fucking every time the name changes. It's Kamala. I'm just going to say fucking koala bear. That's crazy. I can fucking pronunciate koala bear more than I can pronounce her name, which may be a fault of my own. I mean, maybe I'm not properly educated, but I can tell you one thing. I probably know more about this fucking country than y'all do. Sitting in your nice leather chairs, making all these decisions that don't really do shit right now. I mean, but watching that debate was it was different. It was definitely different. You could put it that way. And more or less wasn't a debate. It was more or less two people just arguing about bullshit. And you know what lost me in that debate? Like I watched damn near all of it, but like. All right, I just got to touch on some things. Trump, or Mr. Trump, President Trump. Why the fuck are you so orange? Is it like immediately before you go out to speak to people, they do a spray on tan? And they mess around the fucking eyes. It's like he has glasses on when they're doing it. Fuck. Motherfucker looks like a horrible tie-dye experiment. And Joe Biden, dog, you either do Botox or they pulling your face back. I swear to God, I think that dude got body snatched a long time ago. Like, he's been in there 47 years or whatever. What have you won, really, besides the vice presidency and your seat when you were fucking in Congress, Senate, or whatever? Like, it was like terrible. And the whole thing that got me was about the electric cars. I'll like simplify it. Electric cars, and then you got fracking, oils and stuff like that. And Joe Biden's all sitting there like, yeah, we're gonna stop fracking, which is Trump is right. This is a big part of Pennsylvania, Texas, and all that. So you're just gonna get rid of those thousands of jobs, and those guys are gonna be fucking employment rates gonna go up. And he's like, we need to go to electric. And then Trump's like, I'm sitting there, I'm not saying get rid of electric cars and going to that energy and free energy and all that. You just can't do it right away. And he's kind of right. Like, he's talking about getting rid of it. But if you're getting rid of it, do you have a plan to employ those workers to go over into the electric industry? Do you have a plan to actually move those thousands, hundreds of thousands? I don't know. If it's fracking and it's oil and stuff, I mean, jeez, that could be an enormous number. Let's say thousands. Just say thousands, right? You're going to take those thousands, and are they going to work for Tesla? What plan do you have for those workers? And this whole thing about I know the global warming, global climate change, and all that is a big thing. It is happening. I'm not saying that. But when you go say that you're not with the Green New Deal, but you said you were, your party is, and then Trump saying you're not, and you guys are just arguing back and forth. But the thing you're talking about, what really lost me, you're talking about repairing buildings and heating up the inside. It was so weird. I've never heard of this concept where it doesn't emit greenhouse gases in these buildings, and I'm like, what the fuck does this have to do with the vaccine? What the fuck does it have to do with the economy? What the fuck does it have to do with the infrastructure right now? We have to fix us first before we try and fix the world. How are we going to try and fix the world if we already broken? Because right now we two fucking hop, skips, and away in a lily pad from being a third world country. Yeah, with a lot of technology. I guess we did things right. And why the fuck do these people have to be so damn old? And I have nothing. I respect my elders and stuff like that. But sometimes when you get to that point when you're trying to change for something new, how can you put something that's very much older from different era, decades ago, a person from like grew up decades ago, to try and influence on what's going on now? We need to start putting younger blood. I mean, we got to start going down. I mean, this is, and I'm not disrespecting old, my elders or whatever. But there's a reason why, like, we call people elders, because we listen to their wisdom and everything, and we use it to change. Because obviously this shit is fucked up right now. So you haven't changed it in your amount of years being in there. You haven't changed it in your amount of years being in business. Let a younger generation learn from y'all and come and step in. It seems like these parties already got stuff. And I'm not a Republican, Democrat, Independent, anything. I'm a person. I'm an American citizen. Like, y'all, I'm not up there. I'm not up there. But sometimes it seems like y'all are so far up, you can't see our level. Why don't we get some younger people in there? And everybody talks about AOC. She is pretty crazy with her swinging hands and looking like she's trying to get Sully to land in the Hudson. But it's a new feel because she brings up a lot of good points. I mean, she got a damn nickname AOC. That's hard. That's gangster. That's gangster. See, they nicknaming these younger people. And what's that other one? I forget her name. Oh, she always wears the pearls, but she's good too, and she's a lot younger. Tulsi Gabbard. All I gotta say about Tulsi Gabbard, you can't say shit about her, because out of all them damn politicians and stuff they're talking about when they like, she served in the military, homie. She served in. She did 2 tours. How many tours y'all do? It don't count landing in United Arab Emirates and Dubai is going to the Middle East. She been in the shit. And I like Tulsi Gabbard. I like that little gray streak she got. She's pretty cute too. Tulsi Gabbard is definitely a very influential. And I know it might take her a little bit of time because she was a little rough in the debates and stuff like that. And she got a little, but it's probably that warfighter mentality. But she'll shake it. She's gonna be really good. I like Tulsi. But it's like the ages on this. It seems like, and then you got one dude that's like, this is what I got for like 5 minutes. Like, if you actually turn the sound off in that, if you turn the sound off in debate for like 5 minutes, because I just had to do it. It was so funny. You had one person like this. And then you had the other one always like this, like. Oh, my bag, I gotta pull the skin back. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Nothing was accomplished in this debate. And I felt sorry for the damn moderator, because he was, if I was him, I would have packed up my papers and walked the fuck out and be like, y'all just go at it. because I'm not even going to moderate this. It was just totally. It looked so unorganized, and I know everything's going on with the pandemic, but goddamn, this might be the time y'all want to be organized. See, if you would have had the younger people in there, a younger generation, and I'm not saying like super young, like 19 going up there making, you be like, hold up, nah. But like, you got to start looking at these people that they're younger, so it's more expansive mind. They're more creative, and then you can always talk about, well, if they're 40 and under and stuff, like they'll make rash decisions and start a war. Well, every other president that I've seen for the last damn fucking couple of presidents have started a war, and they've all been above 40. So I don't want to hear that shit. Start a war, done some type of conflict. Maybe these dudes that in a younger crowd, whether male or female, I don't care right now. I'm telling you, I'm repping Tulsi. I'm repping Tulsi Gabbard. I think she coming. You know who else I'm also repping? And people, I might get some backlash on this, but I think Donald Trump Jr. is a friggin' G. And the funny thing is, a lot of people, and I'm not a Trump fan. Don't get me started. Like, people say, oh, you support Trump, Democrat. Yo, the Democratic Party is fucked up right now. But Donald Trump Jr., that dude's a G. And I know he probably wouldn't do it, but you imagine it's like a dream thing. I think it would be so hilarious because the two of them would feed off each other with two different ideas. Let's say Donald Trump Jr., Tulsi Gabbard. Either way, vice president, vice president. I think the two of them, it would be freaking clashing two worlds. That would be just because you'd have like somebody so dedicated to the valor of this country, and then you have somebody that's so dedicated to the business side of the country, and they're both like friendly. But people will be like, I already know I'm going to see in the comments. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Well, anything's better than this. So, I mean, you want to go? You think Kamala Harris and Joe Biden would be better than Tulsi Gabbard and Donald Trump Jr.? Get the fuck out of here. That means you don't know anything about politics. You're just looking at it now. You don't follow it throughout the years. You just wait till 3 months before the election and just want to make your choices. Because that's what's going on right now. You got to think what happened in the long haul. Let's start getting younger. Let's start getting a little younger. Start making these old dudes the fucking advisors. They got all these young people like, oh yeah, write these ideas and then I'll say it and I'll change it up. But it's like they came up with those fucking ideas. You changed up, maybe it was better. And it seems like they don't groom these younger people. That's why they coming out hard. That's why they coming. Let's get a little younger. Like, all right, when Obama was there, everybody's got their thing about Obama. Oh, he did this. He was good at this, bad at that. Look how this fucked up. But it did bring a little charismatic swing to this country. JFK. Charismatic. Those times, like the younger presidents, and they weren't even like, if we get a little younger, I think we get a little more vibe. But they can relate with the people a little bit better. Like Obama's still playing basketball. Like, still playing basketball at the YMCA while he's a president and shit, chilling with the people and stuff. And I don't agree with a lot of Obama. And I don't want to get into that because I don't choose sides. And then Kennedy, fucking out there still, he chilling, having parties at the White House. Like, parties, bro. Like, secret parties. Get some Monroe, you know what I'm saying? Some Monroe. But they just brought a different type of energy. Even to the older people. Because with the older people looking at them, the younger ones, they'll be like, oh yeah, I was just like that at that age. And then the younger people like, oh, he just like us. Or possibly, she just like us. You don't know. But we got to get a lot younger decision making. And that whole debate, that shit was debacle. We could have done without that shit. What was it, 97 minutes of two people yelling at each other? Man, I can watch my parents do that shit. Y'all need to be talking about big things that need to be going on with this country. How we gonna get out of this debt? How we gonna beat this supposed COVID? Like, people can't even have fun anymore in this country. It seems like it's been uptight for a while. Let's get it loose. Why does it, I mean, look at the parades, and I know it's supposed to be presidential and everything like that, and organized and beautiful. When you select a damn leader of a country, it's supposed to be a damn celebration, not riding down fucking Pennsylvania Avenue right back in the White House. And I know it's for measures of security. They don't want everybody to get assassinated or something. That's why that was a big thing. When, like, I gotta go back to Obama. When he got out the vehicle and walked half a block, people were like, oh, and he was sitting there waving at people walking. Like, I don't advise you to do that. I mean, there's other ways you can do. And like with Kennedy, convertibles were never a good thing. They still had guns. But it's supposed to be like a celebration. Whether, I mean, if you win, a lot of people like you, and you go out there and you're like, I'm not talking about running in the crowd, friggin' like stage diving. But I don't know. It seems like everything's so programmed, and it's like y'all the ones all the way at the top making all these decisions, and everything's fucked up down here. So that means you're making, and this thing, and I'll tell you right now, I think that's garbage. That these people can just keep running for office and stay in there forever. Why can't they treat them like a damn president? Maximum of 8 years. These people get in there, they stay in there. And some get in there just for a short while, and they are paid for life. Paid for life. But these are the people that are making the great decisions on the country. They can't even make a decision on a damn stimulus check. But we can send $1 billion to fucking Iran or something like that, or another country. And then we did the first one. It's $2 trillion. Well, that's over 200 years overdue. There's certain countries out there where they pay their natural born citizens. They pay them. You can work if you want, but you're still going to get a paycheck because you're putting into our economy, making us strong. And maybe that doesn't work. Maybe it does. But I've been to a lot of those countries, and it looks like it's fucking working. Why don't you go to Switzerland and see how they run shit? I don't know. Maybe we should fucking buy Greenland. I'll be the first motherfucker to move over there. Maybe we can start something fucking new. But we got to get younger, man. We got to get younger. You ever hear like teams and coaches when they got that old team and they just can't make it to the playoffs anymore, and the first thing they say, we got to get younger. We got to get younger. And then they go through the draft and they get a stud quarterback, or they get a stud point guard, or they get a star center fielder. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Need to get younger. And I'm not saying that because I'm younger, because I'm getting there up in age, but god damn. Joe Biden walking around like goddamn Leatherface. The creases in his head just didn't make sense. They look like fucking Pan's Labyrinth. Motherfucker, he probably old as that dude. You ever seen Pan's Labyrinth? When the girl finally goes down into a little labyrinth in that tree, motherfucker, the fawn. Well, that's Joe Biden. And then Trump, I don't know. Trump looks like the motherfucking high C, the orange high C dude that used to run through walls in the 80s and shit, 80s and 90s. Motherfuckers used to run through the wall and shit. They used to say purple drink or that. Motherfucker just run through the wall. I won't bet it was probably fucking. What was that? What was the other one? Whatever. It was all around the same time. But I don't know. All I can say is fucking Trump's tan game is strong. He looked like a fucking old chick from fucking Florida. Oh, see, there it goes, Florida with that tan. You know how some of them chicks, the older chicks, they be orange as hell and shit, looking like bronze statues. Fucking holy shit. I don't know what to tell you right now, man. This is where this shit's going. But hopefully after this election, I don't even know where this shit's gonna go, because we got mail-in ballots, fucking throw-in ballots. What, I don't know. What, mail-in ballots, absentee ballots, whatever the fuck you want to call it. This is gonna be a fucking debacle. Because people can't go vote. I mean, it'll probably be open by then because it's November 3rd. Probably people will still go out and vote, but I know a lot of people are going to do the ballots. But this is going to take a fucking while. And you think some turmoil ain't going to happen while this shit? Because you're gonna be waiting on who's president. You think something else ain't going to slip in the cracks? But I don't know. We gotta get younger. It's a shame that people that were way younger in their time have established everything for this guy. And there's a lot of stuff, because I am black, there's a lot of stuff that they wrote way back in the day with the Constitution, Declaration of Independence, that didn't include a certain people, multiple, especially the natives too, who were here first. But the way they wrote it was for the people. That's why it kind of says we the people and all that. You know. But last time I checked, a lot of them dudes didn't make it to 70. And they was making all the laws, all regulate that we still use today. If they was making it to 70, it was like us being 104. So that's a lot of young people that did that. So maybe we should start investing in the younger crowd and stop, because it's the good old boy system. It's who you know, and if you've been there long enough, you know everybody. But you got this new person that comes in here, you're like, well, where'd he go? What? Bring him some community. Well, yeah, I guess he can. I don't know. He can work in the mailroom. Dude's probably a fucking genius. You got this old guy that's freaking almost on borderline suffering from freaking psychosis or dementia. And you got the other one that's freaking, it seems like he really doesn't, like, I don't know. Seems like he kind of does give a fuck a little bit, because he's trying to build the economy because it benefits him. But it's like, whatever. I mean, look what I got to compete against. Not that hard. So I can really not try that hard, because he really, they were just yelling at each other, and it's so funny. But let me know what y'all think about going younger, and if fucking Joe Biden's been body snatched, and what Koala Bear Harris wearing Timbs and shit, trying to stunt. That's what we worried about. There's people getting shot in the fucking head every day, and we worried about her fucking Timbs as Americans. Well, you better stretch your Tim's ass over there and fucking make some decisions. And then we got fucking Kool-Aid Man. But fucking, I don't know. You tell me. Just let me know down. Like and subscribe, please. Trying to get up to at least 1,000 subscribers. Comment, share with your friends the channel. We can even have some of you on if you have some debate about you want to talk about. So just let me know in the comments, and y'all have a good night. And we're fucked. Seriously, we're fucked. So y'all have a good night. I'm just gonna